You are joining Combat Arts Library for boxing. I'm Coach Sock. I am the international boxing coach here, which means I do a lot of international fights. And I want to show you guys something, just one thing. It's called the Gazelle Hook. Now, I don't commonly use this, but what we're here to do is review things that people are asking about. Hey, coach, have you ever heard of a gazelle punch or a G punch? So this is what it is. And there have been boxers that have used this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break it down and show you what it is. How you use it, when you use it, if you use it, that's up to you. What I have here is my trusty wall pad. Now you might ask, can I do this on a heavy bag? You can use it on any bag. You can use it with another human being, a boxer. But the reason why I have a wall pad just to begin is because this doesn't move, which is going to help me learn this, because what I want to do is focus on the mechanics of my body. So what a Gazelle hook is, this is my regular hook. You can see that my lead side rotates with it. Great. My rear side stays up. That's a basic hook. What a Gazelle hook is that I load the weight on my left leg and I jump. That's it. Simple. So here, let's see that at a different angle. Ha! To drill this specific technique, I'm going to use a chair. You could use the in-ring stool, a chair, a plyo box, anything. So what am I going to do for this? I am going to sit down in this chair. And what I'm going to do is keep my knees neutral. From a neutral position, this is the hardest place to work this from. I'm going to jump up and Gazelle hook. And what this does is it forces my legs to be used plyometrically forward. Ha! Easy. Now, I am introducing technique in an instant. It's a lot of inertia, okay? But I'm trying to create momentum. Ha! Accuracy, and I stay right in front of my wall bag. So how do I know what distance to put this chair at? Because that does matter. I know how to do this just based upon my sight, but what you're going to want to do for now is put this back. You're going to want to reverse engineer. This is where my hook is. Half step back, feet here. So the chair should be right about here. I plant my foot to mark it. To me, looks good. Ha! You'll know it's correct when after your hook, you are in a short to mid range where I can still work. Ha! 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 The idea of doing a G hook or a Gazelle hook is to work from long range into short range. So working with your coach, or coach when you work with your boxers, when you've had some time on the wall pad and say, okay, this feels great. So the next natural transition will be to one of our heavy bags. Now this little bowling ball here, I love, it's my personal favorite, because you could throw any punch at this bag. But important, because of the angles that it creates, we're gonna put this in motion. It matters, because boxing is always in motion. Now, I might plant my legs and throw a hard punch, but the most dangerous thing about boxing is your legs, your movement. So what I'm going to do is now maybe make it like a timed. When I find the right angle, ha! I will look to implement my G hook. And I'm just gonna focus on the one punch. So I'm looking and I'm gonna maybe push it because now it's a little bit of back and forth and I adjust with my legs. When it's time, ha! And I focus. After my hook is implemented, return to guard, find the balance. So I'll push it again and then maybe I'll find a different situation. From here, backwards, ha! When I say bounding Gazelle hook, it means to have a hook in motion, perpetuated with my leg power. But that doesn't always mean forward. It could definitely be backwards. In boxing, there is not just a forward direction. We must be effective forward, right, left, and backwards. So let's try this with one of my students, Pedro. Okay, so now I already explained how we're doing this on the bag setup. Now you're gonna see the common use of this. So what we're gonna do is call it Gazelle hook, and the Gen Zers call it G hooking. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna bound with our legs explosively forward with a hook. So we're gonna show you a normal hook. Beautiful, you throw power. Beautiful. See how his hips chamber and release, follow through the leg. Good. Now, the difference with the G hook he's going to either throw a cross or slip with the right side, come forward. So all the way moves to the front leg, and he's going to drive off the front leg and do a gazelle hook. So I want you to slow it down for the audience, and you're going to show exactly how we get to the G hook. Beautiful. Look at the distance. There's a lot of power. Now I got to show you how to set up, but this is how we're working with each other right now. I could be an athlete or a coach. Beautiful. After the G hook, return to guard. Okay, so now we're going to do a drill. We're going to do it 3 times off the cross. Cross G hook. Beautiful. You can hear the acoustics, right? That's nice and strong. Okay, one more time. Beautiful. And you can see that he's created an alleyway, aggressive forward in a direct line. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to throw a cross. As I throw a cross, he's going to slip and G hook. So in all intents and purposes, if I was to, we're going to just slowly mock this and show what the use is. If I throw a cross and he slips, he G hooks right to my head from there, bing. Because I'm left open and he's attacking me on the extension of my punch. So we're going to go slow just for the eyes here, and bing, right? We're going to do it again slow, bing, bing. Now when I throw this, I'm not throwing it in La La Land. I'm not throwing it at his ears. I'm throwing it right at his forehead. What that serves as a purpose is that I, as a boxer, am accurate. Him, as a boxer, he has to be able to slip where he's going to be hit. So we're going to try again, and we're going to add a little bit of power. Okay, let's go again. 3 times. Now we're going to go faster. Hard. Let's go. 2 more times. Last one. Good. Thank you. And that's G hooking or gazelle hooking.